Hello everyone, it's Georgia back for another hour of massive tunes, and that was Silly Love Songs from, I thought, the Beatles, but Paul McCartney maybe, The Wings. I don't know about all that drama, but I do know there's a good song and I love it. And it's kind of like cheesy because Valentine's Day is coming up, but we're not going to stick with that theme too hard because it's capitalism and gross. So yeah. And my Valentine's Day plans are dumb anyway, and I'll let you know all about those in a little bit. But prepare yourselves because it's stupid. And if you know me in real life, you'd be like, Georgia, why? But yeah, up next is a little bit of Fools from Troye Sivan, a Australian vlogger who's trying to make it big in the music business, and he was on Ellen the other day, so I think he's on his way. But yeah, and then after that is Nothing But Thieves with If I Get High, a great tune from a great band, and I hope you love it. And I've got a lot of weird stuff to talk about this week, so stick around for that. And the massive tunes, obviously. Stick around for the massive tunes. I really dig Nothing But Thieves. Like, I don't listen to them outside of this saying, but I really need to get on that because I really dig what they got going on. And do you know what else I dig? Pancakes. Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, today is Pancake Day, I think. Before I started talking about this, I suddenly had a massive panic, like, what if it's not Pancake Day? And I just go on this massive little chat about pancakes and it's next week. But, you know, even if it is, it's like preparation. And it's the most important holiday. Very little obligation. I don't have to buy anyone a gift. And I get to show off my on-point pancake flipping skills. Like, literally. Back home, I'm known as the pancake queen because I know what I'm doing. It's not the best title, but I'm not a very talented person, so I will take what I can get. But yeah, I hope you're all having pancakes today, whether it's the classic eggs, flour and milk kind, or the I literally can't eat anything but my boyfriend has to have, which are just bananas and sugar, pretty much, I think. But, you know, I don't really mind what they're made of, as long as there are plenty for me to eat. Maybe get in touch on Twitter and tell me what you like on your pancakes. That's @InsanityRadio. I like lemon and sugar. If anyone wants to bring some up to Rialto for me, it'd be real nice. I'm having some later, but, you know, can never have too many pancakes. But yeah, that's enough talk about pancakes. I have eaten breakfast today, so I'm not too hungry, but too much talk of pancakes and I'll lose my mind again. So up next, we have Follow You from Bring Me the Horizon, a massive tune that is just massive and I love it. That's my justification, that's it. It's just massive and I love it. And then a classic tune from The Cure, it's Friday I'm in Love, a great song because Pancake Day means nearly Valentine's Day, so Jesus and capitalism, that's what that is. So yeah, enjoy these tunes. Do you know when I'm not in love with Fridays, when I'm not in love with Fridays, is when my flatmates come back at like 3 a.m. and start blaring bad music and complaining that the kitchen stinks. Yes, it's time for another G-rant as named by my fam back home, because out of the thousands of submissions for a name for this bit, I obviously went with that one. But yeah, so nothing really significant happened this week, like nothing massive, just generally got some complaints. Starting with a quote from my flatmate, is, "Why does the kitchen stink if we washed all the dishes?" Well, flatmate, that might be due to all the literally rotting food in the fridge. Like, if I knew how to work Twitter, I would upload a picture because it's bad. Like, the fridge right now, you know, you can buy like beetroot in little bags and little organs, and it's very weird. I think someone must have had one of those, or they're trying to hide a body, because there is red liquid all over one of the fridges and like all inside, and it's scary stuff. And that's probably part of the smell problem we got going on. And also, Like, you wash your dishes, but there's still food on your dishes when you wash them, and then you don't clean out the plug hole. So food rots if you leave it somewhere, and rotting food smells. I honestly feel like this kind of description is what they need, because they have very little common sense. My flatmates, I don't know how they got in, because it's actually ridiculous the amount of stuff like they say, and it's like, well, obviously this is the answer. Why are you so dumb? And also, if you're curious, something that will completely ruin a song for you is having it blared on multiple occasions at like 2, 3, 4 a.m. Just over and over when you're trying to sleep, and it just ruins the song for you. Madonna's Like a Virgin is sadly on its way out as listenable, because I just made me think of my flatmates. I'm trying to sleep. And also that I Just Had Sex song, I don't know who sang it, did it, I don't know. It wasn't particularly good to start with, but now I literally cannot stand it. Like, the first bars start playing and I'm like literally screaming. It's not cute. I don't like it, and I wish they would shut up. And on that note, I think it's best to bring you some more good music. So up next we have, okay, I think it said Aurora and with Conqueror, but those are both words that I'm struggling and have been struggling all week to say. Aurora with Conqueror. A massive tune anyway, even though I can't say it. But yeah, and then followed by what was going to be First Day of My Life from Bright Eyes, but I didn't upload it in time. But that is a massive tune and I love it. So go and check it out after this, because I dig it and it's real good. And what better time to play long-loved music than the lead up to Valentine's Day? But instead of that, I'm bringing you what I thought was called Fireshine, but looked it up. No, it's Fine Shine by Purity Ring. I think it said Fine Shine. Fireshine is a better name though, so get on that Purity Ring and change it. So you do that. So yeah, I hope you dig these tunes. I hope you're digging all these tunes, and I hope your Tuesday's going well. Pancakes, Valentine's Day, Jesus. I hope someone else out there is like digging these tunes along with me, because I really dig these tunes. And I feel like it'd be weird if I'm just sat here digging my own music and no one else cares at all. But, you know, I'm not saying I've got good music taste. Not at all. I know I like good, bad music. But, you know, let me live. Let me live with my bad, good music. And I also... Well, sorry. But yeah, one song I know a lot of people are digging right now is Black Mass from Creeper. Now, I played this last week and I'm playing it again this week because hopefully, honestly, it's a massive tune and I dig it so much. Just something about Creeper's sound is just on point for me, and I went to Tesco's yesterday, and on my walk there and back, I listened to everything they have on Spotify, and let me tell you, you need to do the same because it's good stuff. And I think I figured out why I love them so much, because, hear me out, they have it really reminds me of Rocky Horror, which is my favorite musical, and I don't know, just like the sound of them reminds me so much of like the final-ish song, Rose Tint My World, like just so much reminds me of that, and I think that's why I dig it so much. But you know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong, and I'm just saying I like this thing and I like this thing, so they must be the same thing. But yeah, good job, Creeper, on that. And after that is a beauty of a song from Coldplay with Hymn for the Weekend. Now, I've never really listened to Coldplay, like if it comes on the radio or sing along, but I've never like gone out of my way to listen to their stuff on Spotify. But this new album of theirs is pretty cool, so I should for sure dig it. And I hope you do too. I hope you've been digging all these tunes, and I hope you continue to dig them, because we're only halfway through and we've got another half an hour of massive tunes for you to dig to come. So yeah, enjoy Black Mass from Creeper. What did I tell you? Two massive tunes in their own way. And talking of massive tunes, the next song I've got coming up for you is huge. It's a throwback to, I think, 2010 with Your Love Is My Drug from Kesha, because, you know, it's Tuesday morning and we need some dumb music to brighten up our day. And, you know, what's my show without a massive throwback? Because none of these songs have been particularly throwbackish, so I thought I'd throw in a throwback. But first, I want to talk to you about my Valentine's Day plans, because they are dumb, and maybe someone out there will find it interesting that I've somehow been convinced to go to a wrestling show in Manchester with my boyfriend on Valentine's Day. So he's like big on wrestling, and it's Progress is the wrestling thing, and I don't really know anything about wrestling at all. I was gonna learn, but, you know, past him making me watch Lucha Underground, which is like, I want to say Mexican wrestling, which is pretty good. Like, some guys dressed up real cute in their little sequins and feathers, and it's good, you know. But I don't know, I'll let you know how me at a wrestling show goes next week, because I will be here next week, even though it's reading week. I've got to stick around and write essays and study, so I'm gonna come back and deliver you some massive tunes to get you through all the reading that you gotta be doing, even though probably, realistically, no one's gonna be waking up this early. But yeah, I'll be back and I'll tell you all about my Valentine's Day of wrestling. I've also been promised bowling and chips, so hopefully I get both all of that. What more can you want for Valentine's Day? Honestly though, it should be good, and yeah, it'll be good. That's all I got to say, really. Anyway, so here's Your Love Is My Drug from Kesha. I hope you dig it, because I sure do dig it. And that was the 1975 with The Sound, and a great tune, I believe. It is a great tune. And before that, Neon Trees with Animal, which I completely forgot to speak about because I didn't scroll down the screen properly. But it's a massive tune, a long love, and you know me, gotta throw in a little bit of Neon Trees. But yeah, that's it, everyone. My hour has sadly come to an end again, and yeah, it's over. I hope you've enjoyed this week's theme of Jesus and capitalism, and I hope none of you find that offensive, because I don't mean it to be. It's just something that happened earlier and I found it quite funny. And I'm all about the music here, so don't worry about that. And last minute shout outs to Mother and Cheryl listening at home, Richly listening later, and I think actually you might all be listening together because you text me saying you're getting pancakes, so who knows what's going on there. But yeah, I'm going to leave you now with You're in Love from Betty Who, a song I only just discovered maybe this morning, but it's good, it's real good, and it's a nice sound to end on for this week, and I'll be back next week